Hello, everyone. This is Dare to Speak, and I just want to make a very good, important point. I recently got a very disliked reaction from one of my videos, which is it's fine. It's okay, no big deal. When I was pretty much putting down how fake exorcism is and the way it's being done in America. Now, I'm not talking about what happens around the world in another country, how they do their exorcisms. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about in this country of the U.S. alone. One particular person who I actually did not like at all ever since when I first heard about him in the early 90s. His name is Bob Larson. I did a video on him saying that the title was called, if I remember correctly, Bob Larson is a fake exorcist. And I did get some response, some views on it. And I did get some likes, and I started to get dislikes. And this one woman, this female, which I'm not going to mention her name, I'm going to show respect in that sense, even though I could, but I'm not going to. She was defending him, saying, "How dare you? He is a legit exorcist. He's this and that," and just rambling on and on. And I started to debate with her, saying that he's not. He was already pretty much shown to be a fraud when he was on the one particular talk show, which I can't remember the guy's name right now. And he was also on the Dr. Phil show, where Dr. Phil was asking him contradicting questions as to something in referring to like questioning his profession. Not that he doesn't believe in demonic possession or anything like that. He's more because he comes from a psychiatrist background. So Dr. Phil has to question him everything. He pretty much started to question Bob Larson's expertise because things just didn't seem right to him. It was on the level of suspicion. And the more contradicting questions he asked him, the more I could just tell that Bob Larson was getting more and more tensed up. That guy is, forgive me for saying this, but Bob Larson is full of shit. He is fake. Even one particular news interview where he was even talked badly about by his ex-wife, and he didn't like it when the subject about his ex-wife being brought up, and he started chuckling, laughing when saying about how well the church is treating him because how the fancy house that he lives in, this upper middle class type of house, and the man's rich. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being rich. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, the man wrote so many books. He made a great deal of money off of it because there's a lot of people who believe in God and they believe in the threat of Satan. If they want to believe in that fairy tale stuff, that's fine. That's their right. But a lot of it is also from scamming people. And to say that he expels, draws out demons like 10 a day or more than that, or something like that. Him and his daughters, like it was I don't know. It's just he just seems it just seems so stupid and dumb. And I explained before about how real Satanism. I'm sorry, not real Satanism. How real exorcism actually works, and it's very important to know how it works. That it takes time. You have to investigate to find out whether or not that person has a mental disorder or suffering from some kind of mental illness, such as excuse me, such as a mental condition like schizophrenia, multiple personality disorder. I explained it in great detail. If you want to watch it, because it'll make more sense, and it's entitled "Exorcism Today is Bullshit," and you'll get all the information, everything on there. Exorcism Today is Bullshit. That's the title of my video. And you'll get all the info that you want. And since I can't really, you know, debate with Bob Larson about his expertise or interview him, because he's busy with his own so-called expelling demons and stuff like that. I mean, I'm being right now as for the viewers that support him, that actually support this guy. I'm be willing to hear any kind of comments that you can give me, any kind of debate that you could throw at me that will make me stop and question what I'm saying. Because remember, I'm going to ask contradicting questions. I'm not going to cuss at anybody. I'm not going to say anything like that. I'm going to be totally respectable. And I pretty much have been when I debate with people. I'm just going to let you know, anybody who strongly supports him, who actually thinks and believes, oh, Bob Larson helped me with this demon that possessed me for so many years, he is fake. How dare you even talk about him? If there's more of you out there who actually think so, what I'm doing is very hurtful and very disrespectful, I'll be more than happy to hear your claim. But just remember, I'm going to ask contradicting questions. I'm going to be, I don't have a degree in psychology or anything like that, but I might as well have one. I'm not trying to sound arrogant or anything like that, but because I like to study. I like to read books on psychology. I like to interview people that are psychologists, and I ask questions, and then the more I get into it, the more I find out, the logic behind it and all that. So I'll be willing to to hear any kind of to get in any kind of debate. Just keep it civil. That's all I asked. And I want the viewers to decide for themselves once they read the comments going back and forth. That's if you want to do it. It's up to you. And the book that I didn't like, Satan, that Bob Larson wrote, was I bought it in 1993. It was a couple of years after it came out, and it was called Satanism, Seduction of America's Youth. And I heard about this guy on a TV show. It was called Sightings. You talk about UFOs and ghost hauntings, and this guy was he was actually on the show. He had his own radio talk show thing, and he was talking to survivors of satanic ritual abuse. So that kind of thing. So drop a comment. Let me know what you think. And by the way, I didn't like the way he was talking about how he's putting down heavy metal music, saying that it's evil, that it has to do with Satan, which is not true. I know he was full of shit about that. And I was into ninjutsu. I was into martial arts, Shaolin monks, the kung fu, Shaolin kung fu. I like the meditation. He said that's new age and that's evil, which is not true. And the whole idea of dressing up in black like a ninja You know, all the stuff that they do, like throwing stars, the combat with the swords, and just everything. You know, the whole basic thing of ninjutsu that is evil, just because of the gothic image and that they're assassins and they just kill innocent people and all this kind of shit. So again, I'm going to hear from any of you who support them. I'll be willing to get into any kind of civil debate. So again, to all of you, take care.